Hi everyone and welcome back to Books with Karen. I'm Karen and this channel is all about reading and books and book hauls and reviews and all that good stuff. So if you're new here, welcome. If you're not new, thanks so much for coming back. And today's video is another book haul. Most of them are from charity shops, which I love shopping in because you can get books really affordable for as little as 50 pence. There's one book that I got from TK Maxx and one book that I borrowed off my son. So we'll get started. So the first one I got, this is £1, and this is The Help by Catherine Stockard. I'm just going to put my specs on so I can see what I'm doing. I think this has been around quite a while and I have heard good things about it, but I actually hadn't read it. So I'll just read the blurb on the back. Enter a vanished world, Jackson, Mississippi, 1962, where black maids raise white children but aren't trusted not to steal the silver. There's Aibileen raising her 17th white child and nursing the hurt caused by her own son's tragic death. Minnie, whose cooking is nearly as sassy as her tongue, and white Miss Skeeter, home from college, who wants to know why her beloved maid has disappeared. So I'm looking forward to reading that one. Like I say, I have heard good things about it and I think it is a film, which I haven't seen. I do like to read the book first because it's usually better. So yeah, looking forward to reading that one. This next one is £1. Now I've never heard of this. This is House of Shadows by Pamela Hartshorn. It is powerful and thrilling. So let's just see what this one is about. When Kate Vavasaur wakes up in hospital, she can remember nothing about the family gathered round her bed or of her life before the accident, a terrible fall from the roof of her home, Askerby Hall. The doctors diagnose post-traumatic amnesia and say her memories should start returning, which they do, but these memories are not Kate's own. They belong to Isabel Vavasaur, who lived and died at Askerby Hall over 400 years earlier. That does sound interesting. At first I thought it was like that other book with which was a film with Nicole Kidman in. Is it Before You Go to Sleep or Before I Go to Sleep? But obviously not. It's something more maybe supernatural. So I will look forward to reading that one. Very interesting. This next one I picked up was £2 and it is a hardback and it is a Maeve Binchy and it's called Quentons. Now I used to love Maeve Binchy when I was younger. I had read quite a few of them. I think Tara Road was one, and was there a one called Circle of Friends, something like that. And I'm pretty sure I've read this one before as well, but when I read the blurb, I couldn't remember it. So I thought I would pick it up. And it says, every table at Quentin's restaurant has 1,000 stories to tell. Tales of love, betrayal and revenge. There has been great hope and deep despair. The staff who come and go have stories of their own, and the restaurant itself has had times when it looked set fair for success and others when it seemed doomed to failure. Ella Brady wants to make a documentary about the renowned Dublin restaurant that has captured the spirit of a generation and a city in the years it has been open. I think all of Maeve Binchy's novels are actually set in Ireland. And like I said, I have enjoyed them in the past, so I'm looking forward to reading that one as well. If anybody has read any of these books, let me know in the comments below if you enjoyed them. Don't give me any spoilers though, but do let me know if you've enjoyed them or not. The next one I picked up is by an author that seems to be quite popular, and I don't know that I've read any of her books, and it is Lisa Jewell, and this one is The Girls, Who Can You Trust? Maybe I have read one. I've got two Lisa Jewell novels in this haul, so hopefully they are good. I know she is a very popular novel. And this one says, you live on a picturesque communal garden square, an oasis in urban London where your children are free in and out of other people's houses. You've known your neighbours for years and you trust them implicitly. You think your children are safe, but are they really? Midsummer Night, a 13-year-old I'll start that again. Midsummer night, a 13-year-old girl is found unconscious in a dark corner of the garden square. What really happened to her and who was responsible? Dark secrets, a devastating mystery, and the games people play lie at the heart of Lisa Jewell's gripping new novel. Now, I like books like this. I love these kinds of stories, and I haven't read any of them for quite a fair while, so it will be good to get back into that kind of maybe psychological thriller type book. So yeah, looking forward to that one. That one was £2. It is a hardback. And the other Lisa Jewell novel I got is The Family Upstairs. Now, I know this has become a very popular novel. Quite a few booktubers who I've listened to have read this and said it was good. So I'm looking forward to this one. It says, one house, two families, three bodies. Be careful who you let in. In a large house in London's fashionable Chelsea, a baby is awake in her cot. Well fed and cared for, she is happily waiting for someone to pick her up. In the kitchen lie three decomposing corpses. Close to them is a hastily scrawled note. They've been dead for several days. Who has been looking after the baby and where did they go? So this definitely sounds like a page turner, which I do like. You can read them quite quickly. So yeah, looking forward to that one as well. Looking forward to them all, obviously, because I bought them, so why wouldn't I be? So this next one is hardback. Not heard of this author, Leslie Pierce, The House Across the Street. When I first picked this up, I thought it was that thing that was on Netflix, The House Across the Street from the Girl in the Window or something, but I don't think it is that one. The blurb says, 23-year-old Katie Speed has always been fascinated by the house across the street. The woman who lives there, Gloria, is the most glamorous neighbour on the avenue, owning a fashionable dress shop in Bexhill-on-Sea. But who is the woman who arrives in the black car most Saturdays while Gloria is at work? Sometimes she brings women to the house, and other times the women also come with children. Sounds interesting. Hilda, Katie's mother, disapproves of Gloria. She wonders where these mysterious visitors have come from and what they want. Does Gloria have sinister reasons for secretly bringing strangers into the heart of the community? Then one night the house burns down. In the wreckage, the bodies of Gloria and her daughter are found. Katie is sure the unexplained strangers must be responsible until her father is arrested and charged with murder. Surely the police have arrested the wrong person. Is the rest of the street safe? Can Katie find the truth before it's too late? It says it's a page-turning insight into the secrets of domestic life in a suburban avenue in the 1960s. That sounds really good read. Yeah, it says over 10 million copies sold, and I've never heard of it. I've never read Leslie Pierce. Again, let me know in the comments below if you have. Now, the next two books is one I bought from TK Maxx and one that I borrowed off my son. So I will do the TK Maxx one first. And this is a book I saw a couple of weeks ago, and I did do this one. I put this one on a short, just a short, excuse me, because the cover is just so beautiful. I mean, that is absolutely fab. It's just so pretty. It grabbed my eye straight away. And this is Little Women by Louisa May Alcott, which is a classic, obviously. I've never read Little Women. I've never seen the film. I didn't see any of the series. Strange though it might seem, I am trying to read more classics now. So I couldn't resist this when I saw it. The back has the same kind of shine on it, just really beautiful. It says it follows the lives of the four March sisters as they navigate love, loss and personal growth during the Civil War era. A timeless classic, it captures the essence of family, resilience and the pursuit of dreams, remaining a cornerstone of American literature. Yeah, I have heard about it. I do know some of the plot, but I am looking forward to reading that. And even the inner pages are just so pretty, aren't they? They're glossy pages. And the back is also the same, with some scenes obviously from the book on there. Yeah, so looking forward to looking forward to reading every book. Yeah, but was first published in 1868, Little Women. I can't believe I've never read this. It's amazing that I've never read it. But I have been reading some classics, so yeah, looking forward to reading this one, which is definitely a classic. And the last book is a book my son showed us when I was at his house recently, and he said, it's a very complicated book. It's quite scary. And he said he started to read it and then he put it down because it was so complicated and he didn't pick it up again for 9 months. So I said, I want to borrow it. Like you would, of course. And this is a book called House of Leaves by Mark Z. Danielewskis. Sorry if I've mispronounced that. Yeah, it says superbly inventive. So let's just see what it says. It's on the inside. Johnny Truant, wild and troubled, sometime employee in an LA tattoo parlor, finds a notebook kept by Zampano, a reclusive old man found dead in a cluttered apartment. Herein is the heavily annotated story of the Navidson record. Will Navidson, a photojournalist, and his family move into a new house. What happens next is recorded on videotapes and in interviews. Now the Navidsons are household names. Zampano, writing on loose sheets, stained napkins, crammed notebooks, has compiled what must be the definitive work on the events on Ash Tree Lane. It says it's immensely imaginative, impossible to put down, impossible to forget. House of Leaves is thrilling, terrifying, and unlike anything you have ever read before. And when I looked in this book, it certainly is. So you've got ordinary pages, which look like the typed out transcripts of interviews. And then you turn pages, and there's lots of blank space with just little bits of writing on. You've got some pages with different kinds of text on that are like in columns. You have got bigger writing that is being transcribed. Then you have pages like this where the print is backwards and kind of in columns and diagonally, and the book is written like that. And I think you're supposed to try and solve the mystery as you go through and read it. So you've got a couple of pages that have got words like that. I've never heard of this book. Simon said it was quite scary. He likes scary books, so I don't know if I'm going to. And he did say it was really, really complicated to read, because I think you go backwards and forwards and have to jump around in the book. If anybody has read this, House of Leaves, let me know what you thought, and let me know if it took you more than a year to read it. I don't think it's something I'm going to read quickly, but I think I am going to maybe dip into a few pages at a time and see how I get on with it. But yeah, it's not a book like anything else I've ever read before. And it says a genuinely scary chiller. So yeah, that should be interesting. So those are the books that I bought recently. They will go on my bookshelves and they will go on my TBR lists, maybe one at a time over the next few months. So let me know in the comments below what you've picked up recently. Have you picked up any very strange books like House of Leaves? Let me know. So I hope you found that interesting, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.